So hello and welcome to this new episode of Gabriel, the incredible Journey or Everyday GJ. Depends on when you watch this episode. If you're on the podcast or on YouTube. If you're on the podcast, please check the YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, please check the podcast. So what I'm going to talk about today is basically to doing what you love first, instead of doing what seems to be great or what you would do if you would like to have more money. Because I'm in a place in school where I'm doing sales school basically. That's a 2-year diploma, so it's not too long, and I hope it will suit for me. But for now, it seems to be great, so I'm not so worried. But I see a lot of people in this kind of environment are like, yes, I want to go into sales because I will make more money, and a kind of mindset like that. And I'm not really on the same advice as them, for a basic fucking reason, which is because making more money won't make you happy. Of course, some people may tell you that money doesn't make you happy, or I don't know which sentence it is exactly, but money contributes to making you happy, because when you are poor and you have nothing, you are not so happy. Let's say that. Money helps you to be happy. That's a fact. Now, that's not the money. Just having money doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy may be what you earn, what you got in exchange of money. That's more logical. But what if you could do things that you could do every day? You won't need money to pay that, and you basically you wake up and you are really excited to do the things because you like this thing, you love this thing. Everybody wants to be at that place, I think, me included. So, having that, the thing is to not basically doing something that you wouldn't like to do because it will make you earn more money. And for me, because I went back to school and I realized the subject I'm talking about, I'm treating in this school is great, is what I want to do, but I'm sick and tired of going theoretical in courses. I want to be on the field doing things, and I spent pretty much my summer doing things which are really practical, and I felt like, yeah, that was great, but I didn't feel like I was lucky to do that enough. But when I went back to school and actually studied things, I really realized that, man, I don't like going too much theoretical understanding things, because I want to do things right now. I know what way I'm gonna take, what I want to do, and I basically don't want to go theoretical anymore. I want to go in directly in the thing, and that's make me happy, that's make me all energetic, and I can see my level of energy, which when I'm at school, it drops dramatically, because that's not something I'm liking to do. I do not like to go to school, but I believe that first, I love my parents and I want to do things to have at least a diploma, which is efficient enough for me and will be on the same. We'll be okay with each other with my parents. I love them, but they don't really understand what I want to do. At least they understand what I want to do, but they don't understand that I think I'm the only one who can understand, or at least one of the only ones who can understand that there are more opportunities than just going to school. That's something that I never saw someone that I met, at least, that has the same advice as me, which is that you don't need actually to being, especially at school, to doing something great and not just having a shitty job. I really believe that if you are able to put in the work and you have a passion and you are really willing to do that thing and to put in the efforts, I really believe that you can do something great and really great. I have loads of examples that I've done really well without doing school. But there are also people that didn't do well, and there are loads more that didn't do well. That's just fact. But oftentimes it just comes to what you feel inside of you, what you feel is the right thing to do. And not because you will feel like, oh, okay, I hate school and it would be easier if I didn't go to school, so I will just not go to school and not do everything. That's not about that. The thing is that if you feel like you are not at the right place, you are not where you want to be right now, that's maybe why you are not feeling great inside. That's maybe a reason. Because that's like being a bird in a cage, you know. You can fly, but you can't fly too much. And basically I feel like when I am in school, I can fly a bit, you know, because I've got a bit of time aside of school that I can do things, but the less I have time, the more restrictions I have, the more things I have to do, my cage is being smaller, I can't fly so much. And I would like to be like, because basically I have no cage, being able to do what I want. That's something pretty much every one of us want to do. The first thing is to first realize, which is something I realized along my way to doing my things, to realize that in today's society we have the chance, we have the opportunities to do what we love. But the thing is that we do not admit to ourselves, because it is in an inner battle. Not first, it is an inner battle and not a battle like arguing with other people around you. This is first a game in your head. You have to understand that, to tell yourself that, and that's not some motivational speaks or whatever, that's just the basic truth. The basic truth. You have opportunities and you can do things that you love, even if they seem insignificant and you don't think you can do something with that. For example, if you remember or if you saw that post I've done, which was about the guy that was named Rajesh and that really wanted to do esports and having video games part of his life. A lot of parents would be like, video games is bad, just people are just lazy people do video games every day and they don't do nothing. But some people are a bit special and they feel like, I don't know if this is the case for Rajesh, but I'm saying that for example, you feel like there is something special about this thing and you just don't want to only do that thing for playing, you want to do more of that thing. You must feel it. When you feel what it is, you got to double down on it. But a lot of you, me included, before, in the past, didn't know what was that special thing. And when I ask some people which are like, okay, I don't feel great in this place and I want to do something else, I tell them, okay, what do you like? What is your passion? And they tell me nothing. Actually, there are two possibilities when they tell me that. Either they like something but they don't think that they can make a living from it. That's first, I've already answered to that question. And the second is that they actually don't know what they want to do. Or at least they don't know enough. That's another question which I will answer right now. The reason I found really quickly, or at least that I found, I think the thing I love doing and I'm tripling down on them, is because I've experienced a lot of things. I've tasted a lot of things basically. I'm the kind of guy, I've got that from my father, which when I have something in mind, I am doing the thing fully, I'm going really hard on it, and I'm basically going through all the angles, for all the things. I want to know everything and to basically do the thing. I'm this kind of guy, so when I had something that I liked, I went, I do the thing and all the stuff like that, and doing that for multiple things helps me to little by little to know more who I am and what I liked. For example, it starts with motivation. I was a fat guy before, really fat. Actually, it was 112 kilograms. I went down to, I believe, 82. Now I'm more in 90 because I'm fatter, basically. I've got more muscles too. Don't blame me. And yes, I I saw that I had that motivation when I went to the gym to do the thing, to become someone else, because I didn't like who I am, and it showed me a part of myself which was that I can have motivation, I can do things, and when I wanted to do things, I can do them really hard. That's one thing I discovered about myself. Second thing, when I found that, I started to be interested by money, because at the best I wanted to become a coach, and I asked myself, how can I do money? And I started to make some research, and I found about entrepreneurship. I was not familiar at all with that thing. My father is an entrepreneur basically, but it wasn't interesting me that much. But I got some interest, and I started to take some interest about that. But I was more like, I want to make a lot of money. I want that big car, that nice watch, all the thing. And I went on my way wanting to become a coach. After that, I didn't want to be a coach anymore, because I felt like I wanted to do something. I want to do something and being really great at it. And I didn't feel like being a coach was something I can become really good at. I could become great, but not that great, you know? I don't felt it. So I went down and started to realize that I was really shy at the past, and when I started to open myself, I realized that I was liking to talk with people, and also I understand psychology. When I saw people, I realized what they meant without talking. I understand body language and all the stuff like that. I'm pretty good at it by nature, I think. And I really realized that I wanted to do something with people, related to people. Also, when at this time, I also realized that I want to help people, because I went from a phase of my life which was really unhappy and depressive to something which was really better, and to discover myself, and great things were starting to come, and I wanted to share that with other people. So I went on that path. After that, just after my birthday, I bought a program from Tai Lopez about SMMA, social media marketing basically, and that's when I started to really take some interest about social media, because it always interested me, as I'm kind of a tech nerd basically. A bit. I played a lot at video games when I was younger, and tech really interests me a lot. And yes, after that, I started to take interest as social media. I started to create my YouTube channel, but didn't post anything on it. I think it was like the end of January and at the beginning of February 2019, I believe. Yes. Also, I remember that the summer before, so summer 2018, I started to take interest about photography. It really captivated me, but I really want to buy the camera, but my parents were like, no, this is like around 400 euros, which would be around, I don't know, like $500 for you guys, around the same budget, not so far. It is too pricey for a camera, and I was like, okay, I want to buy a camera which will be at least 600. So I was like, okay, I want to have that. So but I liked photography. I learned things on my phone, but I was really not that happy. I wanted to have that camera, so I stopped a bit, and I really stopped to coming back to photography when I started to have a camera, basically to film my YouTube videos, and I was like, okay, I have that camera right now because I was able to pay it by selling things in my closet. If you haven't seen that episode, I recommend you watch it because it's really important, I think, for all the youngsters that watch or listen this. And yes, I bought that camera and was like, okay, I want to do things about photography. But when I started to create my YouTube channel, I started to like not wanting that much to have more money. I want to be happy, to have a life where I don't have that much restriction, to be pretty much what I want. But I wasn't wanting to have big cars or any sort of things anymore because I realized that wasn't me. I didn't need to have those things. Basically, I was starting to get on a totally other mindset because I change my mind all the time, pretty much. I can think something is great at the beginning of the day and literally that the idea was a shitty idea at the end of the day. That's really, I'm really like that. That's great because you can readjust all things all the time. And yeah, basically I realized that I have a creative way to do things, or at least I have a sort of a creative mind that expressed himself in different ways. I felt like photography and photos and videos are kind of a way to express myself, but I really think because I want to help people and I am creative by the fact that I can bring some solutions, and that I like business, marketing, managing people and all the stuff like that. I thought about the fact that basically, Gabe, what you would like to do and that's an idea I would really want to do is to build companies around the subject that I love, to help people and to bring some solutions to some problems we have or have not. That's pretty something that I realized I want to do. And now I think that's the longest video I've ever done because I've talked about something that I am really passionate about. To do the thing that you love. And you feel like now I'm starting to have more energy because I feel like this thing, like YouTube, podcast, all the things like that around the thing that I love are the things that I want to do, and I see with the contrast of all the things I do aside that I need to do, that those things are not the thing I need to do, and I feel that this is my thing. This is the thing I want to do, and I can be more energetic. I can give you more, and I really want to give you more. So I hope a few things. First, that this video made you realize a few things that you didn't before, and by maybe seeing my energy, I'm not the most energetic guy, I'm a calm guy by nature, but I'm the kind of guy that when I go to a subject that I'm really, really passionate about, I'm going crazy. So right now that I'm starting to master is a big word, but to being able to use English more easily, I will be more energetic and trying to be more entertaining, because I understand that sometimes I heard myself and I was like, you're boring, man. So I try to not be boring anymore. That's my goal. So I hope this video or this podcast helped you in any way. If so, tell me in the comments, or in any way possible. I would like to hear your feedbacks, and I see you on the next one. Love you guys. Peace.